So what's up? So tonight, ABC 2020 gonna do the Ted Kennedy and Chappaquiddick about Mary Jo, the chick that got drowned and killed, courtesy of Ted Kennedy, because he was an accessory to murder. Now you want, and I like it. Why I saw, I don't know what the white woman's name is that was talking, but she said this wasn't just white male privilege. This was Kennedy privilege. So that's like double compound. And people don't understand how that works in America. But let me explain something to you. So not only do you have white privilege, predominantly white male privilege, but you also have like name privilege. So if you happen to be white and you got a name, because cha-ching is cha-ching is cha-ching, name goes a long way. Dollars and money, they work hand in hand. So like when they do, um, people that are like, when you say Rockefeller, who you're talking about. When you're talking about Bill Gates, you hear the last name, the names, Rothenstone, all that. So Ted Kennedy, and he was an accessory to murder. He left her at the scene of the crime to drown. And so the movie came out last year and whatnot, and it's been documented over and over and again, and take it to how you want to interpret. But this was cold-blooded accessory to murder. If you were to do that today, well, you'd be accused, you'd be accessory to murder or accessory to homicide or something. All he got was basically a glass of water and a suit, and got to get on TV and tell a story, and he got over it, and people were like all cool with that, you know. But it was it's a reminder, it's 50 years ago, but it shows you the power of not only white privilege, but also having a name. A brand goes a long way. A brand goes a long way. You think we're not about branding in this country? You think they don't brand? How you think Bushy boys stole that election in 2000 from Al Gore? How do you think Trump got hooked up from Russia? A last name and being white carries much privilege. That's a double nuclear bomb right there. Ask somebody if you don't believe me. Because they do it in everything. America's about branding with the name. The name carries a lot of weight. And then if you got money with the name, there's no such thing as a bad situation when there's money involved, because you take a bad situation and still find a way to make money with it. So 2020 is going to put this on. They should have had on last week, but they put the Charles Manson one on. And I thought maybe they had gotten some powers that be that threw some muscle in them to not show it, because I was wondering what happened to it. Because everybody, when Ted Kennedy Chappaquiddick, did he go down and he killed that girl, and no one has said nothing about it. He had access to it. But the Kennedys, you got to remember, were revered and treated like rock stars. You know what I'm saying? They was like love. If you will, the Kennedys were like the white Jackson 5 before the Jackson 5, if you will, because they sold them as the ultimate family and what have you. And for black folks, JFK was like a symbol of civil rights, even though that was a lie. Because the racist Lyndon B. Johnson is the one who signed the Civil Rights Bill, but it wasn't because they wanted to. It's because it was a good look. And you consider all the karma they had and all the things that have happened with their family since pretty much the bootlegging, the illicit, the down with the mafia and all that. So they paid a price. They made one trade-off to another. This is kind of what you get. So anyway, the Ted Kennedy Chappaquiddick, the thing on 2020, that's going to be a real interesting documentary. It's going to be interesting if people tell the truth and do they hold anybody accountable. Because I remember William Kennedy Smith, who was a cousin, he got over on that rape charge back in 91. And that other Kennedy in Connecticut, he ended up doing time, but they were sweet about getting at him. Tell you that Kennedy, when you say Kennedy, you're not only talking about white privilege, but you're talking about name privilege. So, and it's unfortunate that the woman that was killed in this, no one has talked about her since, Mary Jo. But that's really sad, but that shows you how it works here. It's how it works. They will glorify someone being accessorized to murder or something heinous aside from the victim. So keep that in mind, how it works. All right, that's my take on Ted Kennedy, Chappaquiddick, and Mary Jo, the victim, and all this. Feel free to leave those comments, hit that subscribe button, and hit them likes. And I'm out. Peace.